There we go. Okay. Y equals -2 sine theta. Agreed? Okay. So if y equals -2 sine theta, I'm going to get ready. I should probably get some graph paper. Sorry. Visible. Make it bigger. Color. Green. Beautiful. Make it bigger. Close. Here we go. And they go from -2 pi to +2 pi. So I'll try to follow what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So pi. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 pi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative pi. 1, 2, 3, 4. -2 pi. And they go up by ones. 1, 2. -1, -2. All right. Y equals -2 sine x. So walk me through this. First thing, Ramos, you got this one. What's my parent graph? What's my normal? Well, you're giving too much information. What do we call the graph? Sine, thank you. So my parent graph is going to be y equals sine x. That's the first thing I'm going to graph. Okay. What's that negative tell me to do? Flip. We call it reflect, but I love flipped. I will honor flipped. If I write down a question that says, what is it? And you write flipped, I'm like, yep, that's good. Okay. All right, now move forward. I'm going to go blue. Ooh, what's a 2 tell me to do? Amplitude is going to be equal to 2. All right, let's do the graph. So you told me, now I want what you just tried to tell me at the beginning, which is normally I should probably put my half periods in here. Pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. Okay, so normally, sine does what? Up to 1, and then comes back down to pi, and then down to -1, and at 2 pi stops, right? Then you said reflect. What does how to reflect affect my graph?
It just goes down to sine.
Goes down instead of up, and up instead of down, right? Love it. Now what's a 2 tell me to do? And this is my last step, right? So I'm going to make it solid. So I'm going to go, instead of 1, I'm going to be at 2. Instead of 0, I'm going to be at 0, because that doesn't change anything. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. I'm doing the wrong graph. I'm supposed to be doing the green one, aren't I? Thank you, Mingle. Save my bacon. So I've got -1, I'm going to be at -2, right? And then at 0, I'm going to be at 0. And then instead of 1, I'm going to be at 2. And then I'm back to 0. So it's going to look like this. Woo! Love it. Am I done? I got a negative part of the graph. I have to, if I gave you graph paper as negative on it, you have to go negative. So now I'm going to go backwards, right? So I'm going like this. Woo! What's the next spot? Back up, right? And then down. And then down. And then back up. And now I'm done. Does that make sense? Can we do that? All right, try the next one. It's got the whole period in there. Gonna get your bacon. To steal your money. It's K, but it's kind of a weird spot, so we'll have to talk about that. Okay, if we wait a little bit? You're asking me, you're jumping way ahead. Give me a second here, get caught up to you. Okay, so we're going between 5 and -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 1, -1, oh, -2, -3, -4, -5. Over here, they go to only 3. They go 3 pi. Well, that's really strange. That's going to mess me up. How am I going to do with that? Okay, so 3 pi over 2. And then this is going to be 3 pi. And this is going to be -3 pi over 2. And that's going to be 3 pi with me so far. The graph is all messed up. I'm starting to cry. I'm starting to feel, a little unsettled about how this thing looks. But you know what? Since I made mine half pies, I get to cheat, and you can't cheat. So this is going to be pi. This is pi over 2, right? And this is going to be 2 pi right here. Did I at least put those down, which you guys can't? Ha. All right, Miss D, you ready? I got my equation. What's my parent function? Y equals cosine of, I'm going to say theta now. We're going to grow up and say theta. And then, what's the 4 tell me? Now I'm going to go left to right. Everything that's weird, everything that isn't written here, I'm going to deal with. So I got a 4. So what's the 4 tell me to do? The amplitude's 4. Shh. Those of you who got it, take a deep breath. Shh. Okay, move forward. Going to blue. Now I need a K. Now this is really confusing because I need a number in front of theta, and there's not a number in front of theta. It's underneath it. But remember, if I've got something over 3, can't I rewrite that as 1/3 theta? In which case the K is going to be what? 1/3. So I'm going to note that K is equal to 1/3. So that means my period would be equal to 2 pi divided by 1/3. Now I got a fraction and a fraction, right? How do you do a fraction inside a fraction? Flip and multiply, right? So I'm going to write the top as 2 pi over 1. So 2 pi over 1 times 3 over 1. And I'm going to get 6 pi with me. Okay. That's the last thing. Nothing else on this is different, right? Ah! Good? Okay. All right. Let's start off. Cosine normally looks like what? Starts at 1, goes down to here, goes up to here, goes to here, and then goes back to here. So this is what it looks like. Now, your graph paper doesn't really support this, but you can sketch it anyways, can't you? You know where 2 pi is roughly. Sketch it as you need to. Okay? Doesn't have to be beautiful because it's not your final answer. So far, so good? Okay, so then I read the next thing. What's the 4 tell me to do? Stretch, which we're not going to call stretch this chapter after we did it a little while ago. We're going to say we're calling amplitude of 4, right? Which means I start where? Instead of 1, I'm starting where? 4. I'm going to go down to my 0 point. I'm then going to go down to -4, back to here, and back up to +4, right? Now, I want to get this done by 6 pi. So where am I going to get this done? Sorry, what? By 6 pi. Where is 6 pi on my graph? It's not on the graph. Where? It's right here. In fact, I only got 3 pi. So how much of my graph are we going to get done? Half. What is half of this? Sorry, what? At pi right. Oh, we love that. That's a good way to say it. I was waiting for your finger to move or something. That was genius. Okay, so basically I got to get this done by the time I get to here, right? So I'm going to end up here. Whoops, that's the wrong color. I should be switching colors by now. Sorry. Boom. Ready? I'm also going to be at the halfway point is this spot right here, which is on your graph. And I'm going to start right here. That's not going to change. So I'm going to do this. Woo! Not finished. What do I have to do to finish? Your left side, it's going to look like that, right? Except that I messed up. This should be over here. My bad. Apologize. Okay, so wee! And then put a dot right there so I don't make a mistake. Whoop. And I'm done. Make sense? All right, can you do this now? Celebrate good times. Go ahead and do the last few problems. You should be able to get all the way through to the very bottom and do the bottom as well. Even though you don't know what a period means in music, now you're going to find one. Yes?
If your K value has a pi already in it,
then you end up with a whole number.
as your
Right, and that happens often when we try and model something. If I say a boat A wave comes in every 10 seconds. I got to convert something that I want in terms of pi, something that isn't with pi. So k ends up being 10 over pi. So this is what happens as time goes on. But that's more for later.